Hey, Paul here, reporting from the chicken coop. I was just in here doing a bit of a clean, and I said I'd just make a quick video for anyone maybe that's wondering which way to clean out their chicken coop or what will they do when they get chickens. So inside in this coop there is 1, 2, 3, 4 nesting boxes, and there's a lot of perches because hens love to perch, so they like being up high. So you can use whatever you have around the place to make the perches. But also, I have to say, I made this myself, but if you don't want to go through all that work, these little nesting boxes are pretty cheap and they're excellent, and they're easy to clean out. They just come off. They come off the wall there, and you clean them out. You need something to be cleaning around the place with for your chickens, and because I have it, it's available in the local shop there. I use wood shavings, so they're a byproduct, but they're great for bedding, and they're cheap enough for the chickens. So at this time of year, things are getting wet. We're coming into the winter. Well, we're coming into the later winter. Things are getting wet. I'm seeing little holes around the place, which are kind of indicating that there's going to be rats and mice around. So instead of using the open feeder and just leaving that open all the time, I use my own feeder, which is it's a bucket. Now in the bottom of the bucket there's concrete, and then the feed is up here. And the good thing about that is I just put the lid on at night, so don't leave your feed just there for rats and mice. Not during the winter, maybe during the summer when there's other food about, it's not such a big problem. But when we come into the winter and food gets scarce outside, all the rodents come in and they'll be looking. So when I know that they're around the place, I do put out a couple of traps, but I try and do other things to just keep them away, as in not leave just food freely available all the time for them. So you can put the lid on whenever. Now another thing is everything's wet. The chickens, their feet are wet. Sometimes they even sleep in the nesting boxes, which I'm trying to stop them from doing. But if they smash an egg or if they poo in the nesting box, it can very quickly get nasty in there, and you don't want wet or anything like that in your nesting boxes, because it'll just promote kind of mites and things like that. But when you are cleaning out the nesting boxes, which in the winter you'll do more frequently, maybe once or twice a week, when you do clean them out, you can use this natural kind of a product, and it is diatomaceous earth. It's a very natural thing, but it controls mites and things like that, and lice and poultry. So you can get that when you clean out the box and it's all nice and dry. Put that in, and then put your shavings in, maybe even put a bit on top. You can apply this to the board itself at the backside, at the vent, because if they're getting wet around there and if they're not drying it, then you can get problems there. But the good way to deal with it is this, and the diatomaceous earth. One thing to remember is, when I got it, I was like, how am I going to do all these boards? I'm going to chase them. But I just realized that the best time to come in is at night. So they're all in the roosts, so you just come in at night, and it's kind of like talcum powder. So I have 4 kids, so I know I have a good aim with from the talcum powder. But you just aim that at them, and it's just like dusty stuff, and you can just kind of go that at their bum. So you can treat all the chickens in the coop at night, I think, is the handiest way. I'll just show you this while I'm here. So they're the ones you can buy. This one I made, but when I made it, I just used an old wash basin, so I could just take it out, wash it, and put it back in. Although you don't need to wash any of this stuff with wet, you can actually just clean it once you have your scraper. you need a scraper in the chicken coop, and you can scrape the shit off, and then you just put on the dry stuff and you just wipe it around as if you were using a cloth, empty it out, and once everything goes dry, everything just falls out, and you put in some clean stuff in there. So I've covered a few things there. Mainly, cover your feed more frequently, clean out your nesting boxes, and maybe every so often treat for the lice. And you can put this on all the kind of surfaces that kind of stay wet, might have shit on them for sometimes or whatever. So you can use that too. Please like, share and subscribe to my videos. I really appreciate it, and it really helps my channel. Thank you.